Hey, you beautiful twin flames, and welcome back to Tarot for You 444. I said the other day I was going to do a divine masculine check in, and so I think that's what really needs to happen today. So I have pre shuffled the cards, but I also want to shuffle on camera today. I'm going to use the traditional Rider-Waite deck for clarification, and I'm going to use the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Because we often get some beautiful energies, and there it is. Look at that. Did you see it slide out? A whole heap of cards. So divine masculine is really willing to speak right now, even if you are in separation from your masculine. We've got this energy of wanting to speak. Maybe they're not going to speak just yet, but today they're going to come through me, the collective, and hopefully we can have a little bit of fun. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've been able to have some fun. So what I want to do is just get the clarifying cards as well. Wow. Okay, so you see how they're flying out? He's got so much to say, and the energy is kind of a little bit crazy at the moment. So let's see what happens here. Wow, oh wow. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised, Divine Feminine. Even if you've maybe said something wrong or spoken your truth in some kind of way, the divine masculine is, let me just see what this one is, because the writing's really small, and of course I didn't turn the big light on. So okay, so we have the Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, so he doesn't want to have conflict with you in any kind of way. In fact, he wants to work on the connection with you. So maybe there is going to be some communication coming up. The first card that we have is the Eight of Pentacles again, but in reverse this time. So perhaps in the recent past, his work was coming before you. You notice in this card here how he's really kind of focused on looking away from the feminine, but he still has this rose here. So you know, even if he's been working a little bit much and he made the decision to be working instead of being with his feminine, we've got two messages here. It's kind of like, I'm a little bit sorry that I've been working too much and haven't come and talked to you. And then we also get the message here as the underlying message. I want to work on this connection. So we've got two messages. So let's see what he's thinking. He's thinking about, wow, he's reminiscing about the past, the times that you spent together. Okay. I feel like in the recent past that something may have gone a little bit haywire. He may not have got the memo about you being take gender how it resonates, but I want it. I'm obviously also channeling from spirit at the same time, so just bear with me. But for some of you, you may have had a little tiff or an argument or a little disconnection, and I feel like the masculine's kind of like, well, maybe she's just hormonal, you know. maybe she's got tender breasts at this time. I almost want to say that, you know, these apples in front of her remind me of toffee apples, you know, like she's got a sweet tooth at the moment. Maybe there's something going on in and around her that made the connection difficult So he's thinking about that, and the funny thing about it is is that he's acknowledging that the divine feminine was off balance and perhaps even bitchy to him in their last connection, and he wasn't expecting it. Have a look at the heart there. It's like, you know, she kind of shoved these pins in my heart, and I wasn't expecting it. I feel like he came in a happy kind of way, or in a loyal way, in a righteous way, and divine feminine may have perhaps said something a little bit arrogant, or maybe was a little bit selfish in their 3D connection. And if she wasn't selfish in their 3D connection, she's kind of having a little think about how pissed off she is at her masculine. For many of you, it's because they haven't come in as often as you'd like, or they haven't come in at all. He's holding on to the idea, and has been holding on to this idea of love. It's definitely a sexual kind of feeling that's coming through. But notice how he is in this card here, which is an extra card in my traditional Rider-Waite deck. You know, he's looking into her eyes. And in this, you know, in the sexual deck, he's grabbing onto the breast. You know, I actually need you to feel nurtured. I need to feel nurtured by you. It's this, I want to be your knight in shining armor over here, but I also need you to nurture me back. So I'm kind of not sure what to do with the energy when you push me away. Now, this isn't the pushing away when the divine feminine surrenders and goes and does her own thing. That's not the kind of pushing away. But he's feeling the pissed offness. There's something that pissed the divine feminine off. And I know that's a really Australian way of saying it, but I don't really know how to say anything but pissed off right now, because she's coming through, or he's perceiving her to be pissed off. So he's kind of feeling a bit weird about everything. It's like, I really wanted to spend time together the last time I spoke with you. I really wanted to perhaps touch you or love you in some kind of way. But I also felt the need to keep my clothes on, because this is like a metaphor for, if something's too bright, you know, you might get burnt. So it's like, you know, if you walked out into the sun and went sunbathing in the nude, and it was one of those really hot days, you might get burnt. So he's feeling burnt. I feel like he was coming to the divine feminine in a really kind of peaceful way, in a balanced way. And she kind of, I don't know, like, I want to say did a brown eye. And a brown eye is, you know, when, like, if you're driving past someone or something and they pull their pants down on the, and, you know, put their ass cheeks on the window, you know. She somehow made him feel a little bit small. But you notice the animals are near him. You know, we have the bunny rabbit, which can represent lots of sex. And then the seagull, representing, you know, the want to talk with her. But she was kind of being a bit selfish, I feel. So he's unpacking all of this. He's really thinking about why she did this. all of these cards in the next row are in reverse, right? So this is the energy that we're coming sort of out of, but he's been thinking about who? The High Priestess. So he's still thinking that she's intuitive and very beautiful, playful, and he's also understanding that there may be a third party situation in the way, which is causing her some issue here. Whether he's the one in the third party or whether she's the one in the third party, he's kind of burdened by that fact. I'm burdened by it. I've been burdened by it for a while. So then we have the maybe. Maybe, you know, the sun in the upright is the yes card for me, but in the reverse, it's not a no, it's a maybe, and it's still a great card, but it's clarifying this Three of Cups energy. You know, maybe this third party situation is a big block, and this is why the divine feminine is pissed off with me right now. Okay, whether she's in the connection with someone else or he is. Now, of course, the third party situation may be a person, place, job, or other thing in the way. Might be a locality, the fact that they live at a distance for some. So then we have the truth is, you know, I want this future, but, and there is a but. How much is it going to hurt? Is it going to hurt her? Is it going to hurt me? Notice the pin in the heart there. Notice the scissors. Notice the sword. You know, is it really going to be worth it? Because we've got this third party energy coming through again. First of all, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. I was willing to give her my everything, but in the recent past, there's that heart with the pin cushion, you know what I mean? The swords in it this time. There is some kind of heartbreak here that the divine feminine has caused the masculine. Now, if you haven't had a recent argument or a recent situation happening, it can just be that it's causing him heartbreak to be away from the feminine. Take it how it resonates for you. Now then the Queen of Pentacles is here, and he's seeing her, the divine feminine, is ungrounded right now, and she's not giving me her full self. So he's trying to work out why. You know, what if I got down at her feet and worshipped her? What if I bought her a plant? You know, what if I cleaned her mirror? So he's waiting for her to show herself in her vulnerability, as she may have done in the past, but recently, look at that. We have that Six of Swords energy in reverse again. In the recent past, I was really going to come to you, divine feminine, but you hurt me. Wow, did this one stop on? Let's see. Eight of Cups, yeah. I've gone into hiding just recently. I've gone into hiding. Wow. What else is coming up? I've gone into hiding from because of the injustice. Wow. You see how he wants to speak? Like all the cards are falling down. So he's got this dilemma. He's got this dilemma here, and he doesn't know how to fix it. Many divine masculines have had to work a lot, which has impeded the connection. And many divine feminines, even if they're in separation with their masculine, have really wondered what on earth their divine masculine really wants to manifest. So I'm gonna let the story continue. I'm gonna let these cards just fly out. So the masculine is in this contemplating stage. He's trying to work out what the heck is going on with the divine feminine. Why is she so pissed off? I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you when I can. Notice it's the 6 of Pentacles, not the 10. So it's like, I'm coming to you when I can. I always love you in every moment. But you're still not happy. Why aren't you happy? What's going on here? If your divine masculine's not coming in at all, and hasn't been for quite some time, he may be telepathically sending you these messages. But there is a real feeling of, I don't get it. I don't get it, divine feminine. What is going on with you? He's kind of puzzled. It's like he's got this thought bubble above his head, you know. What do I need to do? Wow. So he's looking at what's happened emotionally here. You know, this is the guy with the spilt milk. He's like, look at all this milk that I spilled, or that we spilled, right? What the F is going on here? He just doesn't understand it. He may have even come in a passionate way in the recent past. You know, Chef wants to sing "Let's Get It On." You know, he may have come to you bearing himself physically and then got rejected. There's a rejection here that he's feeling. Yeah, look at this. Again, we have that, well, okay, maybe I didn't give you everything. The love isn't here. The healing isn't here, right? It's this where's it all gone? Like it's just kind of disappeared. There's been a death to the healing and to the love. And he just can't work it out. And if you want to go to my twin flame concept video on boundaries and the real acronym, which I speak about how the divine feminine maybe has placed some boundaries down, you know, had to become the Queen of Swords for a minute. It's putting divine masculine in this place where he needs to have a rebirth. What's that one there? Yeah, like he feels out of control right now. I don't want to be out of control. I feel like He wants to say, I feel like, let's see what the next card that shows up is. Yeah, wow, look at that, the Hanged Man in reverse. I feel like I came to you and maybe you, Divine Feminine, emasculated him, or maybe you were sharp with him, or maybe you had a boundary with him and he went, OMG, what the hell is going on, right? What on earth is going on? So let's see what he actually wants to say. Wow. He's very attracted to you. Something about this third party situation again, person, place, or thing in the way of the connection. Despite that, he's really attracted to you. What does he want to say about this third party situation? Wow. He wants it to be cut off. For some of them, they are cutting it off or in the process of cutting it off. Wow, another card. See that one fly out. He can't handle it if you're with someone else. And he also feels like he can't speak his truth if he's in a commitment with someone else. It's driving him crazy. Or, you know, if a work situation's in the way, or if a locality difference or a cultural difference or an age gap or whatever that third party is that's in the way, he doesn't like it at all. Wow. Because it takes away from the commitment. So for some reason, he can only give you 6 pentacles at the moment. Maybe he's got children or a wife or a project or a job that takes up so much of his time. And so it's this off-balancedness in the connection in general that the Divine Feminine is feeling and that he's noticing in her energy, because she seems to really have taken her energy away. You know, I hate the word detachment, but it does really feel like she's gone. If she was an octopus, she's moved all her tentacles into herself and she's not sharing anymore. That's kind of how it feels. And he's feeling this energy, although he is going away to think about it. Whew. Let's see if there's any secrets that Divine Masculine hasn't told you about that you need to be aware of, Divine Feminine. There it is. Wow. Whatever happened between you in the recent past has caused him a tower moment. A dark night of the soul. Wow. This could also be occurring for the feminine. Let's see what's underneath. Yeah, he felt small. In some kind of way, the Divine Feminine made him feel small. Wow. He also wants to say, I was really trying to work on this, but because I was away working on my actual physical work, you couldn't see. All you saw was me being unfair or off balance or not committing to you, not giving enough. And even though he's maybe perhaps physically and mentally exhausted himself. Wow. He was wanting to walk away into love. And I feel like this maybe happened on social media for some. For some of you, this issue, this I don't know if we want to call it an emasculation. Not all of you emasculated your divine masculine, but there certainly was something between you. So his secret is that he wants to come forward and bring love. But he wants it to be equal and healing. He doesn't like it when divine feminine's pissed off with him, because it makes him feel weak. There's a potential for him to be sending you messages either in the 5D or coming at you strong in the 3D. The Chariot is here. But his biggest fear is that you are still not quite balanced out enough to accept him. Because he knows he's not perfect. I feel like he's up at night thinking about the feminine. There's a real need here for the feminine to ground herself. Ground herself in nature, perhaps. Ground herself by other means. Yoga, meditation, prayer are good grounders. And if you notice the bunny rabbit here, again, denoting, perhaps sexual activity. I feel like in the recent past, perhaps she denied him intimacy because she wasn't feeling up to it, or she wasn't feeling like she could. I want to just see what his action space is going to be. I feel like my cards are molting. I don't know why I want to say that. I might need to get some new cards soon. I've been using these same decks for a really long time, but I do like them because they are good. They always tell the truth. Most people resonate with my readings. In fact, I've probably done, I don't know, I reckon I might have done over 1,000 personal readings by now, perhaps, or thousands of them. And what's interesting is that I've never had anyone not agree with my readings. So there's always, if you're attracted to my channel, it's because you resonate with me on some kind of soul level, and that you're attracted here because of that. If my readings don't resonate for you, then maybe you're not ready to hear the messages just yet. But I do just want to say that all of my readings are timeless, and you can click onto any of them and you should find a message there somewhere. It's kind of magical how that works. So the action space is, I hope she's going to be more grounded next time I come in, whether that's on the 5D ethereal plane or on the 3D earth plane, right? He's gaining his strength here. In fact, he's taming his ego, because his main wish is to do more than this, just give a little bit. In fact, he wants to grow this connection, and he wants it to be very balanced. This Temperance card is coming up a lot, and it's signifying that many divine masculines are hearing the spiritual call, are understanding that this is far more greater than what they ever could have imagined. They've learned so much with the feminine. They feel so much. They're allowed to be who they are. They're even spreading their wings of knowledge and of understanding in general. This pyramid on the front tunic here of the angel is denoting perhaps past life connection, and also a connection that goes beyond understanding. Many people look at the pyramids and go, wow, I wonder what the pyramids mean and how on earth were they built. It defies the natural laws of the universe, the connection of twin flames. I think this is a really beautiful reading because the divine masculine in the separation is having some epiphanies, and the divine feminine, by the sounds of things, has been kind of putting her boundaries there, whether that's an energetic boundary or a real 3D boundary. If you haven't watched that video, that twin flame concept video, it's called Boundaries, or it's an urgent message for twin flames, Boundaries and the real acronym. Go and watch that in the twin flame concepts playlist. Let's see what soul messages he has. I'm guided to get a 4. Okay, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 we're going to get. Okay, 4 and 6 are the numbers for the day. I can't stop thinking about you. You are on my mind 24/7. So whether you know that or not, divine feminine, that's the truth. Yeah. And here, if he's gone into separation with you, it says, just because I let you go doesn't mean I wanted to. I feel like I'm waiting for something that isn't going to happen. This is for those divine masculines who don't know how to get out of a karmic situation or don't know how to get out of a location situation. That's a very specific message. They don't know how to get through that. You may not know this, but they smile whenever they get a message from you. They believe that you are very sexy, and the most important message is that they need you because they love you. So the separation is sometimes a good thing because the divine masculine comes to the realization that he's in love. I just am guided to see if any want to just flip out, and if we get any repetitive ones that really are going to stand out from the masculine. Yep. Okay, bottom of the deck. I keep myself busy with the things I do, but every time I pause, I still think of you. That's the truth. Look at this. These 3 are important. I need you because I love you. You are so sexy again. And I smile whenever I get a message from you. So remember, yes, you need to have boundaries, but you also need to have boundaries while you've got your heart chakra open. And that is difficult to do because we're very much taught to be in our mind and our ego when it comes to relationships in general, whether that's a twin flame relationship or any other kind of relationship in our life. And the wonderful thing is that you can still have boundaries and not get angry. You can still have boundaries and not get pissed off. You can still have boundaries and be remaining in your heart chakra. Okay? So some of you need to work on your chakras, especially the root chakra. Like, it all starts in the root, and of course it works the way up to the higher crown, and there are more chakras than that, but they're the ones you want to specifically work on. If you need help with your chakras, let me know. And any of my packages, remember I've got the twin flame system now, so you can do the ascension package, the advanced, the manifesting course and the advanced manifesting course. And then once you bring your twin flame in the 3D reality, you can do the magic 20, where you get to ask 20 questions, and I'll go through some awesome answers for you so that you know what to do in your 3D relationship or situationship or friendship or whatever you're going to call it for now. And this all is leading into union. Okay, so there are steps to union, and once you know what they are, it's a lot easier to maintain the journey. Okay, so if you're losing hope, feel free to contact me. And make sure, no matter what you decide to do, that you remain heart chakra or heart based open, so that you can, you don't want to block off the energy inside of you, because that can cause illness, number one, and it can also cause you to feel like you're coming undone. All right, so it's really important that you maintain your energy, okay? And you've got lots of different energies within you. So I'm sending you so much love from Australia today. Thank you for joining me. And I will wish you all a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. If you need to email me for any of my services, do so. And if you just want to say hi, you're more than welcome to do that too. And I will see you soon. Bye, everyone. Bye.